We've not made a video in a while, and that's because a lot of things have happened. It's been a couple of weeks of heartbreak and stuff like that, but anyway, we are back at it. Let's have a look at some of the things you've missed. Our beloved Ford Ranger has let us down twice and it needs repairing. Someone decided to drive into our brand new trailer and just drive off. And well, meet Maggie, the new work dog. But anyway, it's now Bank Holiday Monday and we are all on site. The whole team is here, ready to get this place in tip-top shape. So we start getting the kit out and we can start letting Maggie stretch her legs for the first time. And we are on the first site of the week. Today should be a fairly easy day. So we're going to do this school site. There's 3 sites within this school complex. We're at the largest one to start with. So we're going to get the tractor fired up, get the grass cut here. The lads are just running around with the right and a strimmer. And then we can go through all the hedge work, weeds and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with it. So we're back and it feels so good editing videos for you lot, and it's safe to say this season has definitely been a silly season. It's growing like stink, and all the business curveballs that we've had in place, trailers getting written off, vans going down, it doesn't matter. We're going to keep going and persevering as a team. Let's get it. Right, the grass is all sorted. Happy days. I'm now going to jump out. Going to blow the lines down and then start the line marking. Ash is on with the hedge work and Jack is still doing the boundary just behind my shoulder with the hustler. So let's get some lines blowed down, get some line marking done. I can't lie, it feels good to be filming again. The last couple of weeks have been really heavy, but it's all part of it and we're cracking on with it. And we're into renovation week this week. So yeah, let's keep the momentum and keep cracking on with it. And that's exactly what we've done. We've cracked this side's grass out mega quick. All the line marking is done. The boys are just blowing the site down now, getting a bit of weed killer down. I'm going to head to the next field and the boys are going to head to the other site where there's bits and bobs, hedges and all of that. So there's more work over there. Let's get over there and get on with it. So whilst the boys are going around blowing everything up, getting everything tidy, they can just check all of the hedges and make sure that we've not missed anything. And whilst they're doing that, I can crack on with the next field. It's quite long. Let's see how the trimax handles it. So I'm starting off with the boundary. We've really struggled with this field this year. There's literally no drainage there and all of the surrounding areas, houses, seem to drain to this field. So I think this is the 4th cut on it this year. Not got it totally down yet, but it's at a manageable place now where the trimax isn't struggling. But yeah, I'm going to get on with the boundary and then we can lay some stripes down. And the boys get started on the last side of this school, so they get the mowers off and they start with all of the grass. Now I'm not taking the tractor to this one today, so Ash gets all of the large bits done on the hustler. Go play. So we're all sorted here. We're going to let Maggie stretch her legs for a couple of minutes and then we're going to head off to the next site. The lads are already over there. They'll be cracking on with it quite well now. I'm going to have to nick the van off of them and go grab a set of keys quickly and then we're going to go over to the mighty Find and Volta. Whilst I'm mucking about going to grab keys, the boys do all of the hedge work and get the rest of the site looking good. And then we all meet at Volta. And whilst the lads were finishing off the school, I came over to Find and Volta to cut the grass in the fast track. The boys have just turned up. We're going to blow the lines down, get it line marked, do bits and bobs around here, and then move on to the next one. So I'm currently sat at a petrol station. I've left the boys at Volta line marking and we're going to try and get ahead for the week. We're on weekly cuts at some of our sports pitches, so I'm on my way there to get them cut before the lads get there to mark. But currently I'm stuck in these queues. Just like to say thanks to the government for banning red. But it's no bother, I'm now on site laying down some stripes, and I'm trying to get this done before the boys turn up. So as soon as they turn up, they've got line marking to get on with. And it's going really, really well. I've only got 4 rows left and they ain't here yet. Tuesday morning. Things did not go to plan yesterday. We tried to get ahead. We managed to do a fair bit, to be fair. And then when we got over to the last site, this is where I'm meant to be seeding today, we struggled to get the trimax off of the fast track. I think the PTO has finally gone on it, on the trimax I mean. So we had to slide the male end out of the female end, take the actual shaft, PTO shaft out of the tractor, and then we managed to get the shaft off, as you can see here, by brute force and ignorance. Luckily we've not damaged the shaft that goes in the tractor. Not only that, the Ranger is fully broken now. So I'm in Jack's little Fiesta with a load of seed in the back. Thankfully he let me borrow it, and yeah, we'll have to stick a full tank of fuel in it, but for him to say thank you. But yes, not ideal. Anyway, I now need to get over to George Brown's and pick up all the hire kit. And whilst I'm getting on with all that, the boys are at their first job, which is a parish council. The grass is mega long here and obviously wet, so it's going to take a lot longer to go round tidying up after themselves. Sometimes I just wish that we would only take on clients where we write the scope of works. So, my day's going, well, my week's going from bad to worst. Just pulled up at George Brown's. I've just been over to the hire centre and I've messed up basically. I wrote down the wrong date, so I've pulled up to pick the hire kit up and it's out. But yeah, the team at George Brown's have done me an absolute turn. I've got to wait a few hours, but they can get hold of it today. But it is too wet to top dress this week, in my opinion. It's going to cause more hassle than it's worth. So that's going to be done at a later date, and we're going to try and get the seeding done today. But yeah. Anyway, I'm now at George Brown's parts department to try and get some bits for the Trimax. So as both of us are just hammering that drum, the boys are just getting on with it, and I'm trying to do as much as I can without the machines at the moment. The boys finish up at this parish and they head on to the next one, and the rain has set for the day. They're now at the next one and it's just a really small parish, and they can fly around that and get that sorted. There's a bit of right work, a bit of strimming, and then obviously all of the tidying up. Whilst I was waiting for the seeder, I got this quadruplayed, spiked, tined and rolled and brushed. And now the boys have finally finished for the day. They can think about packing up and getting back. It's Wednesday morning, it's currently 1 o'clock and I'm round the corner from my first job of the day. However, I've been out the house early doors this morning. I had a meeting with the accountant just to get everything tied up, ready for the VAT return. And I also had to wait at the unit for a new delivery, which is going to get us out of trouble. Let's take a look at that. Our new Ford Ranger, we've gone for the 2.2 bi-turbo from Global Vans, and they always look after us. Make sure you check them out, the link will be in the description. Anyway, that's enough of that. Anyway, as I said, I'm round the corner from the first job of the day. We've got 8 football pitches to seed and also a stadium pitch that I'm going to have to seed with a compact. It's 1 o'clock. I need to get on with it. So we'll get over there, we'll get the tractor fired up and we'll get on with it. The lads are at a parish council today. They've been keeping me updated and they are cracking on really well. Let's have a look at some of the bits and bobs they've been up to today. So I don't know if you've guessed yet, but it's parish week for the boys. So all of the small bits get done on the right, and Jack's got the blower on his back to blow down, and Ash is on the hustler doing all of the wide area bits and all of the strimming. There's a few areas that we're going to cut back now because no mow May is over, some selected areas, but other than that they work through the village and get all of the bits and bobs sorted around the parish, getting it looking spick and span. And after the parish, they head down to meet me, and then they're done for the day after that. Thursday morning, the boys are already at a school to do all of the grass cutting, which is now on a weekly cut. I've got to head over to George Davies this morning and pick some more seed up. So let's get over there and grab the seed that we need for the rest of the week. So I got over to George Davies and picked the seed up, and they did an excellent job loading her up as per usual. And then I can fly over to the next site, which is a football pitch that we've got a seed here over at Corby. We're here for Corby Town. This is the first time we've worked with them, so let's get some seed in the ground for them. The lads are at a school and they're doing all of the mowing. I'm going to be here later on in the tractor, but they're doing all of the smaller areas around the school and the boundary of the field to make my life easier later on in the week. And once they're done here, they can get the trailer loaded up and head to the next job, which is a parish council. So they get started with that, and as per usual, all the mowing, strimming and blowing of all the verges.
Is it hammering it down, mate?
Yes.
And then literally 5 minutes later, the sun's out. You can't write it, can you? Anyway, they're getting on with the parish now and just working their way through it. Okay, so you last saw me when I was at Corby Town Football Club. That is all done and wrapped up. I went back to the unit, picked up more seed, and we're now at Wootton Blue Cross. Getting more seed in the ground, another seeding job, and it's going in absolutely fantastically today. One thing I would say about this season is, although the weather has been annoying, it's absolutely perfect for the renovations. Anyway, I'm going to get on here, and we've got another one after this, so I need to get on with it. So the lads have worked themselves through the parish and are now finishing off at the cemetery, getting all the strimming and the grass cutting done here, and again, mega long. And they managed to get themselves an early day.
The walker's shame when you forget something.
20 past 8, the boys have only just got back to the unit and I am still at it. I finished off the last football pitch. It went really well. The ground is closing up lovely, as I mentioned before. I'm now at our stadium pitch and this needs seeding. So yeah, it's 20 past 8. I'm about halfway through the first pass and we're going to do 3 passes on this one. So it's going to be a late night, but we live for it. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. Me and Maggie are hard at it until this is done. So working into the night, I'm utilising the work lights on the fast track and the GPS system to ensure that the seed can go in. The show must go on. There's 24 hours in the day and we probably only need about 4 for sleep. Luckily it's going mega smoothly and the renovation is going in absolutely lovely. Oh yes. It's about 10 to 11 and we have officially finished seeding. I say that, but I've got one training area to seed here first thing in the morning and then that is it. Just top dressing, verti-draining and fertiliser for the rest of the year now. Happy days. The spring rush is over, hopefully. Renovations on top of. Don't know how we've got through it, but we have. So happy days. Right, time for me to pace it back to the unit, get about 4.5 hours sleep and be back here first thing in the morning. See you then. So I'm back here this morning and I've finished off the seeding on that training area and I'm now mowing all the pitches and Jack has popped across to overmark them. There's a tournament here and it's the last games on this site this weekend. Once that's done, I get the trimax on the back and I front load the seeder to head back to George Brown's hire department. I got a lot of stick for getting a fast track. There's a few reasons why I did. As anyone that watches these videos knows, we cover a lot of miles. And this right here is the exact reason why I need a fast track. So I'm still busy, I'm just at a field now, done 15 acres for a school that the boys were at earlier, then do 2 cricket outfields and then the playing field that the boys are at for a parish. Then we have to prepare the crickets ready for the weekend. end of Friday. Got a few little more bits to do. Just got to mow around the square and we're done. But yeah, what a week. Turns out Ash didn't film anything today, so however they did a parish council today and a couple of bits around the football pitch and stuff like that. So yeah, productive day. It's been a long week. I'm hoping that is the end of the madness now. The renovations have been done. We need to just settle back in and tick over now, but we shall see. Anyway, from me, Maggie, Ash and Jack, thank you for watching Behind the Blade this week. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Let us know how your week's been and how mental your week has been to make us feel better. And we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit. Bye. Say bye. 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 Bye.